two brothers who are just regular brothers. These two brothers. But let's get back to the brothers. They have a strong bond. It's two brothers and they're gonna. It's called Two Brothers. Two Brothers. It's just called Two Brothers.
Let's say in real life. Let's say like in real life, we mix real life with just random generic superhero stuff. So not literally Marvel or literally DC, but like supervillains start showing up and stuff like that. Aliens start showing up. Okay. What superpower would you want to
teleportation?
That's it. Well, okay, that is your number one, obviously. But I mean, but are you fighting bad guys? Okay, let's say you have to. Yeah, you have to. You have to fight bad guys.
If I don't have to, I'll just kill them. If I don't have to fight them, I'll just kill them.
Well, fight them or kill them. Either way. I mean, like, it's a, because if you pick Wolverine, like I pick Wolverine, I'm like, I'm going to kill him. All I have are knives in my hands. I'm not going to tickle them.
I mean, you can cut their legs off and then get them to a hospital.
Yeah, right.
They won't be dead, but they won't be doing any more crime either.
Yeah. I don't know. I think
do a lot of amputations.
Because that's also another thing I think, though, about like a character like Spider-Man. Like, if you have super strength, there's no way you're not also bulletproof.
Yeah,
Spider-Man should be bulletproof.
Like, his muscles should be dense enough to ricochet bullets because it has to be able to withstand the actual lifting force of whatever he's the 10 tons that he can lift.
Yeah. His, like, if you can lift a school bus over your head with both hands, the amount of weight and like pressure on your like body and your like joints and muscles, it's like, the level of dense tensile strength that is, you also are bulletproof. There's no way a bullet is going through you like soft, muscle butter.
Hot knife.
Call now, 1-800, get your muscle butter.
And hot knife.
Right.
For free.
For free hot knife.
With every purchase of $19.99.
$9.99, But yeah, I think like, what would you do? Just generic superhero shit?
A generic superhero with powers. I'm gonna go with
and do it in tiers. Do it like street level. Tiers? Yeah, do like street level and then like maybe mid tier and then like cheese.
Okay. Street level, just give me a like impact laser. So like Cyclops is laser eyes. Yeah. Not laser. Cyclops is punchy eyes.
Concussive blast. Yeah.
Yeah, it's punchy eyes. But give me that like in my hands.
That would be sick, yeah. Energy projection is always solid. I love a good key blast energy projection. That's always a solid power.
Oh, yeah. Because then I can just like do a little bit of fight training and then like my hits can be better.
It's also like you don't want to get too close to niggas.
Exactly. So that's street level with give me like just a little bit more agility. Like it doesn't have to be peak agility, just like 4 levels above what I already have.
Right.
Which is already slightly
just
above
like Olympic
average
level.
Yeah. It's like I'm already above like the average agility. So just give me like 4 more levels above that. And then I'm chilling.
Yeah, so so like not Spider-Man level, not superhuman level, but just like an Olympic level.
Yeah. And a little bit more than Olympic.
Okay.
And then so that's street. What was above street?
Just mid tier, just like an average superhero.
Mid tier, give me a healing factor where I cannot regrow entire limbs, but if it's like a deep cut, it's like if it's a cut to where you see bone, it's not gonna automatically heal. Like that's gonna take way longer. But that'll heal up pretty soon.
Like a low tier healing factor.
Yeah.
Okay.
Give me that low tier healing factor plus a like energy. Like I can take the energy from things.
Energy absorption?
No. So like I can take the energy from things and increase it. So if someone basically Gambit.
Right.
Like Gambit, but it has to be something thrown or like something towards me. I can reflect that onto other people.
I see what you're saying.
So it's like I call it bounce back.
That's tight.
And then so that'd be my mid level. And then cheese, give me teleportation where I can teleport things. If I can see it clearly in my brain, that I can teleport those things to me or to a location where I want it to be at.
So you could just teleport a nigga to the moon. So if someone tries to fight you, be like, bye.
Mars.
Mars. Imagine a dude trying to fight you, being like, "I've come to defeat you. I'm evil, haha," and you're just like, "Mars." He's like, "What?" Mars, what?
Every time.
Did he just say Mars? Why did he say Mars?
Every time.
That's pretty solid. I would say, for me, street level. If I'm gonna go pure, if I'm gonna go like an actual real street level, then I'm gonna just go like real street level, like Peak Human, like a Batman, Robin, Green Arrow. Like I'm just gonna have.
Okay.
I'm gonna say this.
That's
I just
real
want
Peak Human.
technology. I just want I want a suit that's not a full like Iron Man suit.
Yeah.
But like I've always thought like it would be say like the Batman suit. Like sometimes you'll watch like Batman and Robin, and it's like these niggas will jump 10 feet in the air.
That's
like they'll
true.
jump. It's like that's Spider-Man. It's like that's you can't. No normal human being is. If you've ever seen like saying like you ain't got hops. It's like on the back. It's like can a nigga dunk? It's like come on, bro. Like these niggas are literally jumping. Like if
They're
Batman or
fighting
Robin,
Clayface, and they're jumping
Yeah,
over
yeah, yeah.
Clayface. Clayface
Right,
is 10
right.
feet tall.
yeah, there's no way.
How are they jumping over
There's
him
no way
with
from
space?
from the floor, from the ground, feet on the dirt. You leaped over a dude that's 10 feet tall? Fuck off.
With space above him.
Absolutely not. I imagine in their suit, in the like leg compartment of their suit, there's
Yeah.
like gyro like gears on each side or whatever.
Yeah.
I mean, you've seen like Call of Duty, like Advanced Warfare, how they have the exosuit.
Yeah.
It would just be like that. Like I want like an exosuit that allows me to like leap 20 feet in the air and stuff like that.
Okay.
And so the suit obviously can get a bit damaged and stuff like that. And then I would say, gadgets, just throwing, Birdarangs and give me some Kali sticks and a bow staff, like, stuff like that. And that would be my street tier. I always thought this would be cool for the Archer type characters too, with like Green Arrow and Hawkeye,
Yeah.
is have like nanotech.
Okay.
So it's like all your arrows are nanotech. So every time you shoot an arrow and you hit a guy with it, it'll just dissolve back into nanotech and then they'll all just fly back to your quiver. And so your quiver has like a percentage, like you have like a billion little robots.
Yeah.
So it'll be at 100%. So if your arrow gets damaged or destroyed, let's say it gets snapped in half, then it's like, okay, you just lost in that little bit where it got snapped, you just lost like 200. So
Okay.
now I'm only at like 90%. So you can still run out of it,
Yeah.
but it's slower.
But like, should it though? Like it being snapped in half, should you lose any doing that?
No, but that's the thing is you just lose some of the nanites in the middle, but you
But
don't
why?
you don't lose because they're like destroyed in the middle. There's like a couple of them get destroyed. Like
but
let's
if they choose to come apart, then they're not destroyed.
they don't choose to come apart. That's
Yeah,
the thing. They're not indestructible. Like if like you're fighting a super villain, some really strong super villain, and they have like diamond hard skin, and you're like just like hitting them with arrows, and they're getting hit with them, and it's bouncing off, and they're ripping them apart, and they're grabbing them and crushing them in their hands.
I mean, yeah, the crushing in the hands, yes. So like when you say snapping apart, the part where it gets snapped, I don't feel like they should break. But the parts that are inside of that person's hands, those should get broken.
Right.
Because like the parts where it's snapped apart, they can just because I'm assuming they're designed to like combat to you. So that means once they're inside the enemy's hands, they should be like, okay, I need to go back to the quiver
Right.
fastest way possible, break apart wherever I can to
Yeah.
go back.
Yeah, so I would say, anytime you need to retrieve an arrow, they would just essentially dissolve into like floating sand or whatever, and they would just fly back to the quiver. So I would have something like that. I would have maybe even just nanotech bullets and shit like that.
Yeah.
So I would have nanotech bullets and nanotech, throwing knives and birdarangs. I would just have a full like nanotech suit. And
That's
it
your
would
mid level?
huh?
That's your mid level?
This is my street level.
Okay, sure. Okay, sure.
And this is the reason why I say it's street level. I mean, if Batman, come on, man, if fucking Batman's supposed to be street level and like Green Arrow's supposed to be street level, these niggas have crazy technology.
Yeah.
And like, even if you're playing like Arkham Batman and he's just like throwing all these crazy gadgets at you and he's supposed to be street level, I guess like a true street level would be like Daredevil and like Iron Fist, I guess. But even Luke Cage
Iron
is supposed
Fist
to
is not street.
There's
Like,
I like
he's
Luke
street level,
Cage is
but,
supposed to
like-
be street level, but this nigga's completely indestructible and he's like incredibly strong. He can like lift a building. It's
Exactly.
like that
Not
nigga street level.
bro.
Get this nigga off the
I
street.
don't feel like Iron Fist. I feel like Iron Fist makes himself street level because, like, yeah, his fist is quote unquote iron, but it's like, no, it's not. It's like
Mhm.
that thing has destroyed like so many things stronger than iron.
Mhm.
So it's like he's only street level because he chooses to be street level.
Right. Or like,
But it's just like, I mean, like when it comes to like understanding like street level versus non-street level, you have to understand it's like it's all about how much PSI they can really output, you know, pounds per cubic. I wanted to see insect. There we go. Pound per cubic insect. There we go. I want something funny.
Right.
So
yeah, but I think it's like, you know, with being like pure, if we're talking pure street level, maybe you can say a guy like a Punisher, because he is just a dude.
Yeah, with a bunch of guns.
But then I guess, because then I would just say, okay, then, you know, I would go get some like Tibetan monk training, and then just like, you know, get some like Kali sticks, and, you know,
gadgets.
Get some Kali sticks, get some like gadgets, maybe some guns, and maybe I wouldn't even go lethal with the guns. Maybe I just go with like tasers or something.
I would go lethal with the guns.
I don't know. I would just go pure stealthy. That's what I'm saying. I would go like straight ninja stealthy with it.
Hey, go stealthy then.
And if I'm gonna go non-lethal, I'm gonna go stealthy.
I'm never non-lethal.
If I'm going loud, then I gotta go lethal. Because if I'm going loud and it's like a warehouse full of goons, and it's just like 50 niggas with AKs, it's like
I'm killing everybody.
Yeah,
bro.
I gotta go loud on you, bro. I can't. It's like I can't pull punches. I'm gonna get got. But if you're going pure stealth, then it's like, you know,
I'm going. No matter what, I'm going lethal.
Because if I'm going pure stealth, let's say if I'm going pure stealth, and let's say I come up with some like not as advanced as the tech I just came up with, maybe like a crossbow that's like pure silent, that is like gas powered or something, and every time it hits them, it's not like piercing them and like ripping them apart. It's just like a tase, and it completely shuts your like nervous system off, so you don't even like scream or anything. You don't even feel anything. You just immediately go to sleep. So if I could do that, if I had any tech where it's just like it's like purely silent, insta knock you out, then I could go pure stealth, non-lethal, and then I would just be straight up like Ninja Shadow, and that would be my lowest tier street level I would go.
But once you have them all knocked out, why don't you just go around and slit their throats?
That's what I'm saying. But that's what I'm saying is the only reason I would kill is if I absolutely needed to.
Why don't you need to? For the bad guys.
That's what I'm saying. It's like I'm not going full Punisher mode.
I feel like for the bad guys,
but it's like it depends. And that's what I'm saying. It depends on the bad guys.
Nah,
if we're going like full evil, pure evil, organized crime, pedophile ring, it's like, yeah, sure, we can go full lethal on these guys. It's like if these are like scum of the earth, it's another thing if they're just like kind of like,
if you jaywalk, your head's on the ground.
I'm decapitating you. You jaywalk,
heads on the ground,
no hands.
Bruh.
You're never walking again. I'm taking your legs. You're never walking again.
You do a rolling stop at a stop sign, you're gonna be seeing the pearly gates.
But yeah, and so then then I would guess my like mid tier would be like I would want Daredevil senses. I like the Daredevil senses.
You want to be blind?
That's what I'm saying. I don't want to be blind. I want like, you know what? I said Daredevil, but more honestly, if I'm being dead ass, more like Byakugan.
Okay.
If I could go Byakugan mixed with Super Soldier serum. So I'm not Spider-Man level strength.
Yeah.
But I am like pretty much peak superhuman. Yeah, I'm like peak plus a little bit of superhuman, right? And give you Byakugan. So I got like 360 degree vision.
Almost 360 degree vision.
Right. No, just give me the full 360.
Yeah. Might as well. You know,
might as well
cheese.
Right.
Get the whole thing.
You know, I'm not blind, but I still have like, since I have this kind of like 360 echolocation type vision.
Now you can turn it on and off whenever you want.
And then it pretty much is like, honestly, yeah, my mid tier would be like, my mid tier is it's not cheese yet because my cheese is going to be very cheese. So my mid tier is Byakugan, Sharingan, Super Soldier, peak Super Soldier.
Not Byakugan and
but Sharingan. Because that's the thing is
mid-tier. This is just a mid tier.
And it's like, I don't know. I feel like if I add anything more, it would be cheese.
Yeah. I mean, Sharingan is giving you cheese
because I don't have any ranged ability in this. This is all hands at this point still.
Okay. Yeah. No, because when you get the Byakugan, are you getting like the 64 palms? Like, are you getting all like the techniques with it as well?
Yeah.
So then you have air palm then. That's a ranged move.
Nah, no air palm. Okay. Just it would still just be physical contact. Honestly, I'm mostly just talking about the eye jutsu, the eye abilities, and then I guess the combat would just be general martial arts like mastery.
Okay.
And also I have the Super Soldier serum.
And Genjutsu. That's a range ability.
And yeah, so then I have the Genjutsu. So then I would say, then I would just still go guns. I would just still go weapons.
You have the Mangekyo Sharingan. You have a range ability.
What, like a Amaterasu or something?
Or Susanoo.
I'm not gonna go full Susanoo. That's cheese.
Okay, so
Indestructible shield? No.
okay, so then you only get the 3 Tomoe Sharingan.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, 3 Tomei. No Mangekyo.
Okay.
So if we're going like mastered Byakugan, 3 Tomei Sharingan, Super Soldier Serum, full Daredevil echolocation, like guns, arrow, Kali sticks.
Okay.
Yeah, so my range would be guns, arrows, Kali sticks. That's my like mid tier and healing factor.
That's cheese.
That's not cheese, and the only reason it's not cheese is because I don't have something like energy projection or electricity or something. Because if I could add some like static shock lightning to this, that would be cheese. Or if I had just had ki blast, that would be cheese. And this is where I really get to the point, because my cheese is just Virgil.
Just a name.
I would just be Virgil, son of Sparta, just the Yamato slicing through space and time, completely fucking like cracked healing factor, not like can't die, like, you know, devil trigger, sin devil trigger, moving at the speed of light, you know.
That's a little bologna, dog. That's not even cheese. That's bologna.
There's a cheese and bologna sandwich. That's the whole sandwich.
Dang, bro.
Yeah, my cheese would just dead as be Virgil.
Just Virgil, bro. Just Virgil with a top hat.
Yeah, just creating clones. Why do I have a top hat?
Why not?
but why would
He did have a top hat in the DMC.
Oh yeah, you're right. No, he had like a
Xbox
fedora.
360.
Or whatever. Yeah, he had the fedora or whatever it was. I wouldn't have a fedora. I'd have a fucking
top hat,
Stetson or whatever.
Top hat.
Whatever hat fucking Django wore in Django Unchained.
Yeah, Abraham Lincoln top hat.
Not the boy Abe. But yeah, that's what my gauntlet would be. It would be pure stealth, ninja, you know,
lethal, all the
non-lethal, way. And then Byakugan, Sharingan, low tier healing factor, Super Soldier Serum, cheese. And then my peak would be just dead ass Virgil of Sparta, just
as a non-lethal combatant. I know,
just
crazy.
Unkillable son of Sparta, demon prince.
Not killing a single soul.
What was your cheese?
The teleportation. Yeah, if I can think of it, if I can think of it and know where it is, then I can move. I can teleport things to it. I can also just teleport myself.
If we had a team of these guys, we had a 6-man team of basically all our tiers, like both of our like. That would be a solid team. We could box with like the Avengers.
We box with everybody.
Yeah, we're taking out whatever Legion of Doom or whatever it is, or Legion of Evil guys.
Both of our cheeses can take out all universes.
Yeah, pretty much.
So all I have to do is just think.
But I mean, could we take out could our 6-man team take out like a tag team of like Darkseid Thanos?
Yes.
No Infinity Gauntlet?
Yeah.
Yes.
My guy can take him out by himself.
What do you say you're a 3 again?
I don't remember the bottom 2 that much. It was concussive punches. Yeah. Concussive blast. And then that was it. And a healing factor. It was a low level healing factor.
And a low level healing factor.
Yeah. And the second one was
the mid tier.
The mid tier was the bounce back. There's like any energy that's thrown at me, I can add some to it and put it back.
That's like the boy Ukitake from Bleach.
Yeah, a little bit. And then there was something else with it. Oh, I also had like agility. So no, no, I think the healing factor was in the mid tier, and the agility was in the street level.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah. My mid tier and street level are like
pretty basic, pretty straightforward,
and pretty like you can interchange either one of them. My cheese is like light years away.
Yeah. I think my mid tier is like what I would think is like it covers a lot of bases, and it's like the only thing you would just be very taxed and you would have to be put in pretty hard decisions.
Yeah.
Like you could put that guy up against like a small army and he could like win. And you put him up against kind of like any challenge that's a bit too hard. Like you can definitely find guys that can box with him. As much as you might say all of that, like a healing factor, Sharingan and Byakugan, like, and Super Soldier, like that's a lot. But it's like he's still not taking out like Hulk.
He take out Hulk.
You think?
Yeah.
With what? What does he even have in his arsenal that could take out Hulk? I guess. Yeah, you're right. Genjutsu, I guess.
That alone.
Amaterasu or something.
I mean, it depends on what Sharingan ability you're getting. You can make your own Sharingan ability.
Well, what if you get the Mangekyo?
Yeah. So you said Amaterasu.
Oh yeah, you're right. But that's what I'm saying is like you would okay. So if we just have wait, do you have Genjutsu if you just have the 3 Tome?
Yeah.
Don't you only get Genjutsu once you get to the?
No, bruh. You get the Genjutsu with 2 Tomoe.
Really? Sasuke wasn't doing fucking Genjutsu.
Because Sasuke's not trained with it.
Okay.
Sasuke was untrained. Sasuke is literally untrained with the Sharingan. No one actually trained him how to use the Sharingan.
True. He did have to figure that shit out by himself.
Exactly. But it's like
Not Ichigo.
Itachi put Sasuke in the Infinite Tsukiyomi. No, that's not. That's just Mangekyo. But he put him in a Genjutsu. I mean, no. Itachi put what's her face in a Genjutsu with his 3 Tomoe. The chick who thinks she's really good at Genjutsu.
Yeah, Kurenai.
Yeah, he put her in a Genjutsu, which is a 3 Tomoe.
True.
So it's like you only need 3 Tomoe to put people in Genjutsu. When Itachi and Sasuke were going up against each other.
Yeah, Kurenai has like negative feats.
She doesn't have negative feet. She's an extremely big positive feat.
Losing to Itachi?
No, having that child that she had.
Exactly. That's her one feat.
That's her biggest feat right there. Having that child.
Yeah, giving birth is your only feat. 9 months of childbirth is your only feat.
Hey, that's the longest fight anyone else has been in.
Right. But no, yeah, I think that's a solid superhero team. That's a solid, Justice League contender.
Oh, destroying the Justice.
Because like Virgil is taking out Superman because Virgil's magic.
Oh, the 16. Yeah, destroying the Justice League. So I was just thinking about cheese guy. If you can take out the Justice League.
And none of these guys are really like speedsters.
Yeah, no. I mean, what? Our guys?
Yeah. But that's the thing is like if we have to go up against the Flash, teleporter. You're the teleporter. And so every time the Flash tries to get close to us, you just teleport him away.
Yeah.
So he's constantly just doing this.
Pretty much.
He's constantly
from every angle though.
Yeah, he's constantly trying to get to us. But he's so fast, he's kind of like always there.
Yeah.
He's kind of like every time you send him away, he just immediately comes back, but you keep sending him away. So it's just like he's teleporting back and forth.
It's like the ground is just showing like a line that just like slowly like gets deeper and deeper like into the ground.
Right. We're having a fight with whoever the team is. Like our team is fighting the other team, and then inside of basically a circle that is just the Flash trying to get in from different angles. So basically during the entire fight, you pretty much just see like a row of Flashes just around us constantly trying to get in. So you just see Barry Allen watching us fight basically.
Just can't do anything.
And he just can't get in. You just see Barry Allen like,
let me fight. But no, the Justice League has 7, which only 6 of us though. So we're outnumbered.
I mean, it depends on the Justice League team. I mean, like, is this like Hawkgirl? Is this Aquaman? Is this Hawkman? It's like, what team is this really?
The core 7. Batman, Superman, Wonder Woman, Flash, Martian Manhunter, Green Lantern, and
Aquaman?
Yeah.
Did you say Aquaman?
I don't think so.
Okay, so Aquaman.
So Aquaman, yeah.
That's a solid core. Yeah, I think we are taking most of those guys out.
Yeah. The Flash is going to be the big problem. It depends on which Superman we get, because there are Supermans that can breathe in space and others that cannot breathe in space.
Yeah, I think Virgil is definitely taking him out because he has so much magic kind of demon power.
Yeah.
The Yamato is it's like a magical demon blade.
Exactly.
So it's like he gets cut with that, he's fucked. And then also it's like if he goes and he pops Devil Trigger, Sin Devil Trigger, anything like that, he's definitely cooked. Wonder Woman is getting hit with 8 trigrams, so she's not even gonna be able to fucking move.
Yeah.
If not that, then she's getting put into a Genjutsu.
I mean,
she has no defense against that.
Honestly, you could put your mid-teller guy can put everybody in a Genjutsu.
Only Batman's getting out of that.
Yeah.
And Martian Manhunter.
True.
Because he's psychic, so he can get out.
And then there's some Supermans who can fight against mind control because he can flex his brain muscle that hard.
Nah. That nigga gets mind controlled all the time. But if it's not Poison Ivy, then it's fucking Dead Man.
Exactly. So my teleport guy, my cheese guy, he can teleport everybody to Mars. Aquaman's gonna die.
Right.
Flash is gonna die.
Just teleport him to the middle of a desert.
No. I want to
Just
Instant
take
kill.
just
I
send
need
him to
instant
fucking
kill.
Pluto and he just freezes.
Exactly. I need instant kills here because I can't have anybody get saved by someone else. All right, because it just so happened this hero was in the desert and they got him. No, I need instant kills. So straight to Mars, straight to Pluto, straight to Venus, straight to Saturn.
If you were to do that, if that one character versus the entire Justice League, theoretically, you could just teleport all 7 of them straight to Pluto.
Yeah,
And the only people surviving that is like
Martian Manhunter,
Martian
Green
Manhunter,
Lantern.
Superman, and Green Lantern, because Green Lantern's in space all the time because he's got his
Exactly.
ring. So then
Martian Manhunter go to the
immediately,
sun.
I guess he would just create a box for everyone to be in.
Yeah,
But where would the oxygen come from? There would be no oxygen.
he's done it so many times.
So Batman would instantly die because he's just a human being,
yes,
and it would take all of 10 seconds for him to like die.
that's why he's going to a separate planet.
Right.
But also, Green Lantern is going separate from everybody else.
Oh, they're all getting sent different places.
Yeah,
So he is just one-shotting.
yeah. Well, no, because Green Lanterns can exist in outer space.
I
But
mean,
the
he's
thing is-
one-shotting most of them. It's like Bats is gone. Wonder Woman maybe she's an Amazonian, so maybe she lasts 2 minutes,
Yeah,
but she's fucking dying
Flash is gone.
because he can't breathe in space. So
Exactly.
it's like even if you running to, you're in space.
Aquaman is gone. Superman.
The only thing Flash could do is go back in time.
Yeah, but he's not gonna
Maybe.
is he gonna have time to go back in time?
If he were to like not even necessarily need a run start, if he were to just absorb the Speed Force directly into his body and basically like not necessarily run, but just move physically,
Yeah,
just like move through time, if he were to instantly be like, fuck, I'm in space, instantly just like enter the Speed Force and then like immediately go back to like the day before.
so then at that point, then he can get the jump on me.
Yeah, and then he could not only could he get the jump on you. I mean, that's the thing is dealing with this is like if you really want like we're dealing with some like heavy hitters. We're dealing
Yeah.
with fucking time travelers.
Yeah,
So then it's like, okay, then it really is like the number one problem we really have is the Flash. Because theoretically, if these guys are like no plot, like cracked, no plot armor, and they're like unshackled,
cracked.
like unshackled, meaning like if like Superman isn't holding back, like he's not being a good guy.
So yeah, so I'm sending them all to different places. So my
Not
cheese
necessarily
guy-
that Superman would try to kill us, but just that he's not even gonna tow it. He's gonna immediately go for like instant takedowns,
Exactly. So I'm sending him right into the red sun,
right into
Middle-
a red sun. Just teleport him straight to a kryptonite planet.
right into the center of a red sun.
Right,
Martian Manhunter right into the center of any sun.
right.
Wonder Woman, Aquaman, Batman, straight to Pluto,
Don't send Aquaman to Pluto because Pluto's ice and he controls water.
Mars, Flash right into the sun. That's everybody.
You would have to send him straight into like the core of the sun or something, or in the surface of the sun,
Or vacuum of space.
or vacuum of space. But then also, once again, we're dealing with the idea of the Flash is if there's any other version of the Flash in time, that's the thing is he's kind of a nebulous character, because if that were to happen where you were to do that and then the next second after you do that, like you just teleport them to those places, you're like, yeah, and that was easy, and then like they just show back up, like a portal just opens up and it's just like Flash, like, yeah, I time traveled and brought everybody back. So it's like you did technically kill them, but I mean, like, I just like saved them, I guess. It's like, all right.
Okay. So then I just have to kill you immediately.
So then you would literally then it would just become like it would be like all 6 of us trying to like destroy the Speed Force or something. It's like we just have to take Flash.
What you can't do. You can't destroy the speed force.
Yeah, we'd have to defeat the Flash. But I mean, this is the like eternal struggle of every supervillain of trying to defeat the Justice League.
Yeah.
Is the idea that most of these writers are just like nerfing these characters to have any sort of like struggle. Because if you think about it theoretically, it's like these guys are like nigh unbeatable. If you really think about like Wonder Woman being like this like highly trained immortal goddess, and Superman being just a powerhouse of just like the epitome of strength, and like Flash being not only the embodiment of speed but just fucking time travel.
Yeah.
And then like
there's a character. No, I think it's a Marvel character. It's called the Runner. It's just like he's the idea of what speed is. Like he's beyond the idea of what speed is.
Right.
But I think that's Marvel.
He's damn near omnipresent at that
Yeah.
point.
But I think it's a Marvel
Or
character, though.
omnipotent or whatever.
But yeah, Flash is being the idea of what time travel, speed just simply is. Aquaman being, I mean, the strongest Aquaman, like he can control water and control the water creatures, which is like the idea of Aqua,
Mm-hmm.
and then Martian Manhunter is just a mind fuck.
Yeah. He would just he'd hit you with the fucking Yu-Gi-Oh mind crush.
Exactly.
So yeah, I think in theory it's like if you're just putting up a like any sort of like 6v6 or 7v7 against the Justice League or any of these like big teams, I think it's like if you really if we were to succeed, which I think theoretically could, especially if it's like, all right, fuck, I guess we have to like now time travel to like stop Barry Allen from being the Flash, and then we have to stop any other version of any Flash in existence from trying to change that and revert that. So it would just become like a time war.
Yeah.
And if we were to succeed in that, then it's like, okay, what about every other superhero in existence? Then it would just not be about the seven. Then it's like every other superhero would be like, what the fuck happened to the Justice League? And then they would go on some sort of time travel adventure to try to like, it would always be some form of time travel adventure to try to like fix whatever we eventually break or win.
So then our team is just basically in a time lock of fighting all the heroes.
It would just be a constant time war. So I think the only way you could win that is like some form of like incursion. Yeah, we would just have to blow up the universe. It would have to be some Crisis on Infinite Earths type shit. We'd have to just destroy the universe
and then just reset it.
Which is funny, the idea that in order to actually genuinely beat the Justice League, you would just need to destroy the universe.
Pretty much.
That's hilarious to me, and I feel like that should be the plot of an entire comic.
It was.
When was that?
I'm pretty sure that's why the New 52 happened.
Kinda, I guess. Or the New 52 happened because of Flashpoint.
Because of Reverse Flash.
Kinda, yeah. Because like that is pretty much consistent in the comic that Barry Allen goes back to save his mom, right?
Yeah.
And then that act is kind of what changes the course of everything.
Mm-hmm.
In order to fix it, he had to go back and
kill his mom.
Right. Allow his mom to die. But at the exact same time, it's like
he'd kill his mom. He'd do it himself. He had a strangler.
He had to do it himself. But even going back and putting that back, it's not like it goes back to exactly how it was. It changed everything again.
Yeah.
So it's like every time you change something, it's like it's gonna be different. And so that's how you end up with the New 52. But I think it would be more specific of like the idea of like Lex Luthor really sitting down and thinking about how to beat them. And getting enough information and getting people's secret identities and stuff, and then fully plotting out a plan. And then like going to Clark, just like going to his parents' house or something, and just being like, hey, I want to talk to you, and just being like, I really ran some like simulations of how to beat you, and like I know Bruce Wayne, I know Barry Allen, like I know everybody and everything. If I were to beat you, this is what it would look like, and then just explains everything. I'd have to teleport you to different planets. I'd have to teleport you to inside of a red sun, which I could do, but then every time I win, this asshole would just rewrite time. So then I would be locked into a time war, which I also have figured out time travel. So then it's the whole comic is just Lex Luthor explaining to Superman, like, I kind of could win, but in order for me to do that, I'd have to like destroy the universe. So it's like, I'm basically here to just retire, I guess. I mean, I'm just here to like be like, honestly, bro, forget about it, It's
like, I would win, but the cost to benefit wouldn't be enough. So you win on a technicality, but right. I win in a reality.
Yeah, I'm just here to let you know, 99.99% of the time, I could win, but it would be too much of a pain in the ass. So forget the whole thing.
You're welcome.
Whatever.
You're welcome.
I'm over it now. Like the idea of just Lex Luthor being like, you know what? I'm just gonna go be a businessman again. Actually,
yeah,
I'm over it actually. And just like the entire time Superman's just getting ready for a fight.
Exactly.
He's like, nah, forget it, bro.
I've also calculated how you would start a fight with me. I've already put in place 1,300 contingencies for any move that you would currently make, or anyone else in the Justice League that you're probably contacting via mine right now.
That's always been like my thing with like characters like Lex Luthor and like, like Rick from Rick and Morty and stuff.
Yeah.
Is that whenever you have a highly intelligent character, you have to give him some sort of ailment. Like you just have to make Rick a alcoholic. Yeah. You have to like make Lex Luthor so like arrogant that he's blinded by like obvious shit like Clark Kent being Superman or something.
Exactly.
But then it's like if Lex Luthor actually just let Luthor be like Sosuke Aizen and just actually be like puppet master,
calculating,
completely like actually the most level-headed, like logical, like scientific, like best genius, smartest guy on the planet, right? If Lex Luthor is actually the smartest guy on Earth, or even fucking in the fucking universe, then he does technically win.
Yeah.
Because the only way Superman wins is if he's like, if he gets to Metropolis and he like saves the plane and he's like, he reveals himself, I'm Superman. And then he meets Lex Luthor. And Lex Luthor in Lex Luthor fashion just like wants to like hire him or something just to keep him under his heel or have him on the payroll. And then the second they have their like first thing where like, you know, Lex Luthor builds like a fucking robot or something.
Yeah.
And then he destroys the robot. After that, he's like, you know what? I'm really going to have to handle this guy. And that would start him down that whole rabbit hole. And then it would eventually, he's like, the only way Superman is winning is if he's like bloodlusted and just speed blitz and just turns him to pace. Yeah, just rips his head off, just goes at him at like, flies at him at Mach 10 and just turns him into paste. Or just like heat visions him from orbit. Like he would have to just kill him immediately. Because this is beyond prep time. This is just like complete super genius with infinite resources and a complete vendetta and like no alcoholic or like no ego blinding him. It would take him 30 seconds to find out he's Clark Kent, and like it would just be over essentially.
Yeah. Okay, we're gonna call it.